Indiana in the Morning is presented by First Commonwealth Bank. Good morning to you. 9:45, a quarter before 10 o'clock, and Jim McCowan didn't turn off his cell phone. He's doing that right now. It is time for us to once again do one of my favorite things here in Indiana in the Morning, and that is to meet another inductee into the Indiana County Aging Services Senior Hall of Fame. And so let's say hello this morning to Doug Hilliard from Homer City. Good morning.
Good morning, Todd. It's good to be here.
Oh, it's wonderful to have you in the studio with us. 66 years young?
Yes, sir.
Oh, you're just a puppy compared to most of the people in the Hall of Fame. But boy, what you have packed into 66 years. Married to Jean for 46 of those years.
Yes, that's right. It's been great.
And how many kids?
We have 2 daughters and 3 grandchildren.
Uh-huh. And are they in the area?
All 3 grandchildren live down outside of Cranberry, Freedom School District.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So it's not that far. You get to see them pretty well.
Yeah, in fact, we're hoping to get together this weekend for Easter.
Oh, yeah. That'll be a wonderful time. That'll be happening all around our area in the next couple of weeks or the next couple of days.
Yes.
So you do so many things. I'm looking at this amazing list. It's not often we get a 2-sheeter in here. But to fit everything that you have on your list, we've got 2 big sheets of activities. And one of the interesting things about it to me is, you know, we talk about service, and we will in a moment.
Yes.
But one of the highlights is you play beach volleyball, sand volleyball.
I love sand volleyball. I have some friends that have a court down near Blairsville.
Uh-huh.
And each summer we have a group that gets together. We play one night a week, and I look forward to it. So
wow.
It's awesome.
Now, is it a group of people in your age range, or does it cover the whole range?
It covers the whole range. Most are younger than I, but not too much.
Uh-huh. And you're a spiker.
I can get up. It's surprising.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But, usually I sit.
There you go. That's probably the safest thing.
Yes. Yeah.
Retired from FMC.
Yes.
Worked there for how many years?
35 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I know from FMC employees, you acquire so many skills working in that place, didn't you?
We had a great group at FMC. We were all close. It was like family, and the skill level is really high.
Mm-hmm.
I learned a lot from everybody.
And you're working now part-time?
I work part-time for Homer City Automation. It was formerly a business unit of FMC, and then when FMC closed, they sold off that portion of their business.
All right.
And the owner, Stephanie DeLeo, she purchased the business and asked if I would be willing to work part-time, helping with purchasing and inventory.
Mm-hmm. Our guest this morning is Doug Hilliard. He is the newest inductee into the Indiana County Aging Services Senior Hall of Fame. Doug is from Homer City. I'm looking at this list of church activities in which you are involved. And one of the interesting ones, and we were introduced to it last year with another of the inductees, is Ramps of Hope. You're the district coordinator for a program called Ramps of Hope.
That's
Explain
correct.
to people what that is.
Ramps of Hope, it's a ministry that provides handicap access ramps to people that are in need. We cover 3 counties. We cover Jefferson County, Indiana County, and Armstrong County. Mm-hmm. And we have different team coordinators for each county. And we'll receive referrals from the aging services or personal care homes, churches, visiting nurses, people that are in need that need to have safe access in and out of their homes.
Yeah. Now, you did 32 of them in Indiana County alone last year.
Yes, that's correct. It was a busy year.
And it is a process. We were talking about that before we came on the air. It is a process because in all of these homes in Indiana County, for the most part, were not designed for handicapped accessibility. And so each one has its own little design challenge, doesn't it?
Yes, you have to go out and take measurements so that we can stay within building codes. And we have a couple documents that we have to complete with the families and then get their approval to move forward. Excuse me. And then depending on the type of ramp, it's possible we may need to apply for a building code, to stay within regulations.
Sure. I should have mentioned you're a lifelong active member of the Homer City United Methodist Church.
Yes, been very involved in the church. Yes.
Yeah. And they have such a wonderful ministry there.
We have a lot of different things going on. We're small, but we do a lot of outreach and try to be involved in the community as much as we can.
Speaking of outreach, my friend J.D. Varner is involved, of course, in outreach to the state prison, the Pine Grove State Prison.
Yes.
You are involved in prison ministry there as well.
We have a prison ministry that meets every Monday evening, and we have a group of people, and we go up and we've had quite a good response to the ministry at Pine Grove, and we've seen some really good things come out of it when some of the guys get released.
It is a wonderful, wonderful thing to be able to speak to people about turning their lives around. And that's really what it's all about.
Exactly, and that's what all of outreach is about. It's a response to what Jesus Christ has done for us.
You lead adult Bible study. You're also a member of Family Promise.
Yes.
Yeah. It sounds like your fingerprints are on a lot of ministry actions.
There's I don't know, just I have a desire to help people that are in need, and that comes from what God has done for me. He's blessed me, and He controls it all. I'm just available. So.
Doug Hilliard is our guest, the newest inductee into the Indiana County Aging Service Senior Hall of Fame. Now, I'm learning so many new things today. One of those is the existence of something called the Safe Sanctuary Police Development Committee. What is that?
Safe sanctuaries, a lot of churches have a safe sanctuary program, but it's in response to make sure proper clearances are in place when you're working with children or young people, and you have to go through background checks and make sure everything's up to date. It's to help protect the volunteers, but also the children because of some of the issues that we face in the world today.
Yeah, and certainly every church has been advised of the need for having those clearances, where in the past that was just not something that was required of churches or of other ministries or organizations. And when you learn of these things, that can be intimidating. So
yes,
a committee such as this is something that is vital.
Yeah, because when you think of a church, you obviously think that that's a place where you can trust that your children would be cared for, and that's not always the case. So, I know the Methodist Church, they they really wanted to move on this and make sure everything was in place.
Yeah, it's a great program. Absolutely. Doug Hilliard is our guest. Now, I'm just looking at this list here of mission trips that you have taken within the United States, national mission trips. I'm just going to read this amazing list. Habitat for Humanity, you went to Coahoma, Mississippi. Flood recovery to Nashville, North Carolina. Gulfport, Mississippi for Hurricane Katrina disaster response. Biloxi, Mississippi, same thing. To Tarentum, PA for flood recovery. Mechanicsburg, PA, flood recovery and the relief effort there. To Brookville and to Crisfield, Maryland for disaster responses there. And then international trips to Honduras, Nicaragua, Paraguay, Nicaragua again, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, Haiti again.
Yes.
Doug, are you ever home? I mean, does Gene ever see you?
It's amazing how things come together, and a lot of those trips were unplanned. They just happened, and I can't explain it. Now, the trips for Katrina, obviously, we planned those in response to the hurricane needs, and they were all awesome trips. It's hard to pick one that was so much more better than the others.
But what a skill set you're able to bring to people who are in desperate need of those skills.
Well, I usually recruit people that have skills.
Yeah.
So it's you have a lot of support. Whenever you start to put something together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People ask a lot. Why do all of this outreach? Why go all over the United States or even to other countries to help people who have suffered? Because it's easy to just instead sit back and write a check. And that's a wonderful and much needed ministry as well. But then to be able to go to other places and to minister in person to people is a special thing, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, you get to meet people face to face, and just the sights and the smells and everything, the people's faces, they all stick with you for a long, long time. So it's different to be personally involved that way. But one of our past mission leaders, though, said that you have the prayers that pray it through, you have the players, and then you have the payers. So everybody's involved.
There you go.
In one way or the
What
other.
a wonderful way to put it. That's tremendous. Jim McCowan from Indiana County's Aging Services. I'm humbled in his presence. I imagine you are as well.
Yeah, just first of all, we were delighted when Doug's name came in. We know Doug, of course. We do have a referral relationship with the RAMPS program, so we have a certain amount of shared constituency. So yeah, now he, like you said, he just barely qualified from an age point of view. The young lady who typed that sheet up that you're looking at came back and said, "This guy's only 66 and he's done all that," which is exactly what you said. So I said, "Well, in 10 years from now he'll be back up. Wait till you see his portfolio then." So and my guess is it'll double. So yeah, this guy's very impressive. Nice piece of work.
Yeah, and a piece of work. I like it.
My wife says that.
She said, I'm sure it's an entirely different context.
Yeah, exactly.
But Jim, wow, you talk about people who are exemplary of what it is to be in the Aging Services Senior Hall of Fame. This is it.
That's why we love the program so much. We have an opportunity to showcase folks like Doug, and they don't mind it, and they're humble people, but they understand that basically they're being showcased to remind everybody else, because some of us do need reminded from time to time that there's a lot of opportunities to have an impact in your community, in even a global community like Doug demonstrates, no matter what your age is. And I have a funny feeling Doug will be doing this for a long time.
Yeah, we certainly hope so, Doug.
I hope so as well.
It would be hard to lose somebody, some of those skills that he's able to bring, and the entire spirit of the thing. Jim, I don't know, are we going to have any more before this class of inductees is wrapped up?
Well, I think things are probably going to be moved back several months before we before we have the dinner.
Oh, okay.
So it's probably going to be a fall dinner this year. So I think we are going to have some more.
Oh, good.
There's some state budget issues involved. So, but I think we're looking at a fall dinner now. So I think we're going to be here several more times.
Well, that's good.
Okay.
That's good, and maybe we'll meet more people like Doug. Thank you so much for coming in this morning.
Well, thank you, Todd. I appreciate.
Well, it's such a wonderful thing to meet you and to understand the ministries in which you are involved, and boy, you're a valuable one. And our best to Jean as well, because I know that you would tell us that you don't do any of this without her.
Exactly. Yeah, and she does. She comes out, and well, she's been on a number of those mission trips, international and domestic, and then also she does come out and help with ramps as well.
Yeah. Yeah, she just needs to keep an eye on you, because
Yeah, I think
she knows.
so.
She knows she's got some stuff at home that you've been neglecting while you've been out here doing all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you again so very much for coming in this morning.
All right,
Appreciate
you
it.
guys have a great Easter.
He is Doug Hilliard from Homer City, and now a member of the Indiana County Aging Services Senior Hall of Fame, here this morning on Indiana in the Morning on AM 1160 WCCS and 101.1 FM. We're going right up toward the marker here. Let me just tell you briefly what's coming on the program tomorrow. It's Good Friday. Mr. Bob Pollock will be here from the Indiana County Extension Office as we talk about lawns and gardens and all of those wonderful spring things. Have a wonderful Thursday, won't you?